Today we leave Cat Ba and head to Ninh Binh. So we've just boarded the limo bus and it should take us about 4 or 5 hours to get there. That's us all checked in the homestay here. So we got in just after 1 p.m. and really lovely host. We're staying at the Lily Homestay. First thing she did was she gave us some tea, some fruit, and showed us a map with some ideas of what to do over the next few days. We also went ahead and booked our sleeper bus through her VIP sleeper bus down to Da Nang. So that'll be our first one. And yeah, pretty basic room, but that's exactly what we signed up for. Just around $20 per night. It does include free bicycles, so I think next we're just gonna head into town, get some lunch, and then see what else we can get up to. We've got the bus! Just heading into Tam Coc. That's the closest places to us. I believe it's a 10, maybe 15-minute walk, but a lot easier to just have the bikes. A local beer, Ninh Binh. In the mornings, you'll see locals preparing for the daily boat tours. Rowers wait in small wooden sampans, sometimes using their feet to steer. It's a skill that's as impressive as it is efficient. Tam Coc is one of the most popular spots in Ninh Binh, and it's easy to see why. The landscape is dramatic, with sheer limestone cliffs, wide rice fields, and a river that winds through it all. It's definitely not a hidden gem. You'll find plenty of tourists biking through town or boarding the boats. But even with the crowds, it has a rhythm that feels calm and steady. So we've decided it's been a while since we've had a massage day, so we found a place here. Jimmy's got, what is it? Chocolate. Have both of those. Got some tea. And Jimmy's gonna go for, I think, an hour and a half, a little bit more than that, yeah? 100 minutes, that's okay, you have it.
100 minutes of pain.
100 minutes of pain, Thai massage. I'm just gonna do an upper body, but then I'm going to get a manicure and pedicure, which will be a big treat for me. We have a beautiful morning here in Ninh Binh. It is cloudy. It's going to be cloudy the whole time that we're here, but it's dry. The temperature feels nice. It's in the low 70s, so not too warm. We decided to hop on the bicycles, just kind of have a nice casual stroll or slow bike ride through Tam Coc. You can really see how the river cuts through everything. Rice fields on either side, cliffs rising in the distance, and those long wooden tour boats gliding up and down. From above, the view really opens up. You can see how everything is built around the water. The rice paddies, the cliffs, the narrow paths that thread between it all. It's unlike anywhere else we visited in Vietnam. This is what brings most people to Ninh Binh, a chance to float through caves and valleys in silence. Dozens of boats on the water, but barely any sound. Just the rhythm of the oars and the stillness of the scene. There are miles and miles of cycle paths around here, so if you're looking for just a nice calm day, want to get out, enjoy nature, then this is the place to be. The road winds between karsts and rice fields, always curving, never straight for long. And around each bend, there's something new. We enjoy an afternoon riding through Tam Coc's narrow streets, lined with small cafes and homestays, the scent of grilled meat mixing with incense from a family shrine. Locals pedal past with baskets of fruit, while tour groups gather near storefronts. For our last day, we plan to take the boat ride from nearby Trang On, the one everyone talks about, to finally experience the beauty up close. But the weather had other plans. Still, the morning gave us a little grace. Overcast skies, but no rain just yet. It was enough to make us think the boat trip plan was still possible. But by midday, it was clear. We weren't going anywhere. Rainy day today here in Ninh Binh, but got my princess umbrella, so we're good to go. But our plan was to rent a scooter and to go to Trang On to do the boat ride, to see the pagoda. And the truth is, our stuff's all packed up. We don't want to get soaking wet today, so we're gonna miss out a little bit on some of the more popular things to do in Ninh Binh, but that's okay. We enjoyed the best of it. One nice thing at the homestay is that the owner, Lily, she's so sweet. Knowing that it's rainy and maybe not the nicest, she said there's a room where the people decided not to book in for the night, so she gave us keys to that room, because otherwise we don't leave until 8:30 p.m. tonight, so that gives us a little base to come back to if we want to get out of the rain and not feel like we're kicked out all day long, so that's really sweet. Looking back, Ninh Binh wasn't about checking things off, it was about slowing down. Even with the crowds and the weather, there was something grounding about this place. The way the cliffs rise up out of nowhere, the quiet of the rice fields, the boats drifting by in the distance. We didn't hit every highlight. We didn't race from one site to the next. We rode bikes, wandered through town, and let the landscape shape the pace of our days. I don't think we'll remember Ninh Binh for what we did, but for how it all felt. The wind in my hair, riding a rickety bike past rice fields and mountain shadows. And for us, that was enough.